Today we'll be flying the Boeing 787-10 from Payne Field to Honolulu, and even though it's dark, well, you can see the Hawaiian livery. Yes, I know, I said realistic in the title. I am slightly clickbaiting you. They don't have the -10, but they do have the -9, or they are getting the -9. So I thought it would be, and we do have a -9 in the sim now, which I do have, but I'm waiting for a Hawaiian livery to come out. Or if it came out by when I recorded this video, then I would have done it in that. But anyways, yeah. So we are at Payne Field right now, which is the new, I don't know how to say it, Payne Field, I guess. And we'll be flying to the new build, Honolulu. So yeah, both brand new airports. There's the KC-46, and yeah, a lot of attention to detail was paid here in Payne Field, and I've already tested out Honolulu, and I can tell you, builds and Jarecki Designs, I think is how you say it, are very good scenery creators. So yeah, it's currently going on 12 a.m. in Payne Field, or in Washington right now. So we're gonna go ahead and get onto this plane and get it started up, so we can get it headed over towards Honolulu, which is what we're going to do in a second here. So yeah, it should be, I don't know what time it'll be when we land in Honolulu. Relatively the same time though. So yeah, talk to you guys when we're in the cockpit. I have relatively mostly everything powered on. I still have to do a few things like the window heat and the emergency lights, also the forward door power, flight director door power, or FD door, whatever the fuck it means. So yeah, obviously there's the EFB, and all it is really is a performance calculator. Yeah, so I have to get the flight plan and everything done and put into the plane so it can fly to Honolulu. So that's what I'm gonna go to do, and once we're done with that, I'll talk to you guys then. Alright, so I have relatively everything done besides our cruising altitude, which we will go ahead and put in now, and we will also turn on flight directors and LNAV, VNAV. Okay, so we don't have to have GSX come out here, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the hydraulic panel, turn on the packs, start the APU. Once it's fully started, we can go ahead and start our engines. We'll also go ahead and turn on fuel pumps and turn on our beacon and logo lights, or not our beacon, but yeah, you get what I mean. Alright, so I have everything done currently, lights and everything, checklist, and we don't have to push back. We can just roll on out of here, which means it's very nice. I'm gonna go ahead and get the engine started though, because we do need to get them so we can get on out of here. So we'll go ahead and start engine 2. Giving fuel to engine 2. Starting engine 1. Fuel to engine 1. So now that we have both our engines started, I'm going to go ahead and make sure our checklist is done, which we do need to do a flight control check. So as you can see on whatever the thing next to the PFD is called, I keep forgetting, you can see spoilers are working just fine, everything's working, seems to be working fine. It's a sim, so it usually should, and if not, then I'm doing something wrong. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off the APU now that our engines are started, and we can just rely on them for power. So yeah, there is our checklist, and we will go ahead and start our taxi now, because yeah, we can go ahead and roll on out of here. Like I said, we could just go ahead and take a left on out of here, because, well, if you looked behind us, there is kind of a wall there, so we can't go there. There are tons of 777Xs here, and it's very cool we'll go ahead and turn down our taxi speed because we are going a little fast for my liking. We also have to turn off all the floodlights, and I'm going to keep the glare shield lights on just for a little bit. And we'll also turn on taxi light, and I think I'm going to turn off the nose lights because I can see relatively fine with the taxi light. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and taxi to the runway, and I will talk to you guys when we are probably holding short, I would say. There's just like no one really flies here besides Alaskan Airlines sometimes. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and talk to you guys when we're at the runway. So like I said, no one flies here. Alaskan Airlines does with like the E175. That's very rare occasion. So obviously we shouldn't have to hold short. So yeah, we'll go ahead and turn on nose light because now we need it. We're about to enter the runway. So yeah. I can't really see, but I really doubt there's anybody coming in. Obviously, like I said, Alaskan Airlines, and there's on FS traffic, fortunately, they don't do Boeing or Airbus schedules, or they never made like liveries for it or something. I wouldn't really know. But yeah, that's, hopefully they do add that in the future. I think that'd be really cool, with the addition of some planes like ᵁᴸᵀᴬ or something like that, which they still are missing a few planes for FS traffic, but that doesn't really bother me. I'm sure they'll update it. They updated it not long ago, I think in June. So yeah, there's nobody coming in. Like I said, FS traffic doesn't do Boeing tests or Boeing or Airbus airline fleet or whatever, I don't know. And well, they don't, you know, Alaskan Airlines doesn't fly here, so, or they do, like I said multiple times, but they don't fly here at 12 at night in an E175 on probably a very short flight. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and turn on to the runway, and once we are on the runway, I'm just not gonna stop. I figured, I guess, might as well just continue forward while on the runway. Sometimes I stop, sometimes I don't. It's honestly not that bad. And we'll go ahead and spool our engines up while we finish ourselves aligning, and we'll go toga now. Also push the yoke down so it stays on the ground. Go ahead and rotate now. Go ahead and turn the left and gear up. We have to turn to the left because our flight plan is behind us. I took off. I planned to take off on that runway, but there's like only one. I think it's Sid. I think yeah, standard instrument departure. But yeah, I'll just go ahead and talk to you guys when we're close to cruising altitude, and yeah, talk to you guys then. Okay, so we're at our cruising altitude, and if you look to our left, where I'm looking at right now, that looks to be Seattle. I could be wrong, but yeah. So this plane is so capable of long hauls, and that's what I love about the 787 now that Avionics Update 2 has come out and the Sim Update 13 beta. It's so capable now. It is super impressive to fly always. There's never an issue. Only issue I have is it says insufficient fuel when there always is sufficient fuel. So one thing I have to complain about. Cruise. So we just hit our cruising altitude of 38,000 feet, and I don't know if you can really see it because it's relatively dark out, but we are just getting off the coast of Washington. So we will, well, most of this flight will be over water until the landing. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and let the plane fly itself for the next 6 or so hours, and then once we hit our top of descent, I'm going to go ahead and talk to you guys then, like I always do in all of my videos. And not as long as the flight today, because it's only 6 hours, so yeah, hopefully guys you could still enjoy this video. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and let the plane fly itself, and I'll talk to you guys when we hit our top of descent. So our top of descent is approaching relatively fast. Obviously, I'm going to go ahead and kind of turn down the PFD lights because they are a tiny bit bright. But yeah, so plane is obviously super amazing at handling itself, and there is our top descent. We'll probably hit it in the next 5 or 10 minutes. So yeah, once we hit our, I'm going to go ahead and set up for our top descent, and then once we are descending, I will talk to you guys when that is happening. So yeah, talk to you guys then. Alright, so there is the island of Oahu. Yeah, that's where we will be landing, in Honolulu in Oahu. Alright, so we are landing on runway 4 right today. I believe this is a rare occurrence. I think they land on, I don't know what runways are usual Honolulu runways landings, but I'm just going to go ahead and say 4 right is usually. I think it's rare because I watched a YouTube video while trying to find out the arrival runway for Honolulu. We'll also go flaps 25 for landing only, not flaps 30 like I usually do. But yeah, it said rare 4 right landing, so I'm going to believe it and say 4 right is rare. If you guys flying to Honolulu a lot and you know that 4 right isn't rare, let me know. You can correct me. Also, let me know what the arrival runway for Honolulu usually is, because that would also help, and what the departure runway is. I think it should usually be 26 left or 8 left or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. So we just hit the glide slope and localizer, so I'm gonna go ahead and just I'm gonna pay attention first of all. So I'm gonna go quiet for a little, and then once we are on the ground, I'll talk to you guys then. So here's our shutdown checklist and whatnot. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and concentrate on this landing. So yeah.
$50, $40, $30, $20, $10.
So I tried to flare, but it kind of floated on accident. So I tried to get it down in time, and yeah. So yeah, so today's flight was just around 6.5 hours. We still have to shut down the plane and whatnot, and this plane slows down relatively quickly. Impressive. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and taxi this plane to the gate that we're supposed to park at, and then shut it down and talk to you guys then. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys when we are at the gate. So yeah. So this looks fine. Hopefully there's markings, which I wouldn't know. I can't really necessarily see. Yeah. So whenever I look towards the terminal, it's very FPS heavy. So kind of weird, but yeah. So there seems to be slight markings, but I can't really see them, so I'm just gonna stop right here and hope to God that we're at the right gate. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and shut down the plane now. We can turn the hydraulic panel to, or we can set the hydraulic panel. We can go ahead and pretty much turn off everything, fuel pumps, and I forgot to start the APU, but that's fine because we're doing a complete cold and dark shutdown because it is around 11 p.m. in Honolulu. And yeah, so we'll go ahead and turn off the IRSs, like the checklist states. Emergency lights should be off, and so will the packs. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the emergency lights, and here goes the packs, and boom, we are done. Only thing left is the battery. So yeah, today's flight was very enjoyable. Also, yeah, I don't know why GSX always pops up, but who cares? Yeah, today's flight was relatively enjoyable. It's always fun in the 787 because it's a very capable plane in the sim. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just leave you guys off there. So next video, you'll see where I'm flying to. You'll see where I'm flying from. I can't say, or else, yeah. Otherwise, the surprise is ruined. So yeah, make sure to like, subscribe if you enjoyed, share with your friends, and peace.